Hey there everyone, Captain BEARDZ here, bringing you another Gears 5 video. Let's get it. Alright guys, so right into it here. I know I've touched on the tour of duty a little bit. I've touched on some of the challenges a little bit, but this is going to be a video getting into the detail, the meat and potatoes of it, because I've actually now have started farming my metals, and it's actually not as bad as I thought it was. There still are some challenges that I definitely have a big problem with, but it's not as bad as I previously thought it was. So we're gonna go into it, and my next character here is Guard JD, which I'm super hyped for because I wanted that character ever since I seen him in the campaign. But we're gonna start right off the rip here into the basics, and we're just gonna go down the line. I'm gonna try to touch on everything and what I recommend to do as fast as possible, but you know, I'm still going to take my time with this video so that way I can really give you guys the details. So let's get into the first one here, which is going to be basics. Alright guys, so for basics, the first one is going to be Team Medic. That's pretty easy. Now, if you go into Horde, most of the challenges I'm going to recommend, guys, if you go into Horde or Escape, I highly recommend you do these things solo, because if you do it with other players, what's going to end up happening is you got other players fighting for revives, you got other players fighting for kills, and it just becomes a whole big thing. So try to do everything solo. So for Team Medic, what I just did to get this one extremely fast is I went over to Horde mode. I'll show you here. I went to Horde mode, I went to custom, I went to host game. Here we go, let it load. I pick map, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then when I go to the Horde options, I put fill with bots on. I pick my lobby browser visibility. I set that to not visible, right? Because I don't want nobody to join, but fill with bots on. That's the most important one, excuse me. That's the most important one you want to keep on, because the bots are going to go down, and when they do, you just pick them back up. You could do the same thing in Escape. No, not Escape. You can do the same thing on the multiplayer side of things, where you do this mode here. Hold on. If you go to versus and go to arcade quick play and co-op versus AI, usually in arcade quick play you'll get quite a few bots on your team, and even in classic quick play you'll get some bots on your team. Just go after, stick close to them, so that way when they go down you can revive them. But the fastest way to do that medal for sure is definitely Horde mode filled with bots. And if you have a friend, then you can do it even faster, if I'm going to be honest with you. If you have a friend, literally, or if you have a second account that you can turn on somewhere in your house, literally just have that person run in custom Horde mode with you, have them go down and just keep picking them up, and you do that and you'll literally get this challenge done. Executioner, perform 150 executions. This one's another one that's pretty easy. What I do is I jump into Horde mode, and then I'm going to talk about the 2 birds and 1 stone thing. I jump into Horde mode. I usually like to do the map Dam, just because it's a smaller map and it's just much easier to get around, and the enemies that spawn are like usually enemies that I'm working on challenges with. But for Executioner, all you have to do is get the enemy down and go and execute them. So what I do for this is I go into Horde mode again, I go into Dam, and I take the enemy down, execute them, and I just keep doing that. That one will get done with time. It does not take that long to get done, so do not even stress about that. Now if you get this one done, I am going to mention some other challenges, such as Heroes, where's it at? Kates, execute 150 enemies. I was not looking at this. If I would have been looking at this, I would have gotten the executes done pretty much at the same time as I got this one done, right? Execute 150 enemies in Horde as Kate. I would have been playing as Kate some more, and I would have gotten that 150 executes much faster. So try to get that 2 birds and 1 stone. Kill 9,000 enemies. This is just something that's just done over time. Hop into Horde mode. Like I said, I like to do solo, so that way I can get these challenges done and I can be doing everything. Do 15,000 damage, body count, get 15,000 eliminations. These are all things that you can get done extremely fast, and actually can be done in Horde mode extremely fast if you play solo. If you play solo, all this damage, all the stuff you're going to be doing is all on you, which means all those points are going towards you, which then in turns means you get your medals done faster. So I guarantee you guys today I will have probably all of 3 of these done, right? Depending, maybe I might stop farming, I'm not too sure. Oh yeah, and then let's go into the headshots. So get 1,000 headshot kills. You guys want to know the easiest way to do this? hop into arcade. Hop into arcade, pick Swarm Sniper or pick Foz, or even if you don't pick any of those two characters, aim your gun at the person's face. In arcade, their heads automatically explode if you go and aim for their head, and that is the easiest thing to do. Now, if you're not a PvP player, go ahead and hop into Horde mode. Same thing, aim at the head. If the enemy drops to the ground, make sure you don't kill them while they're on the ground. Instead, aim your gun at their head on the ground and shoot them in the head, so that way you can get those headshots. Now, I did combo this marksman one with some of these Hive Buster challenges, such as get 250 headshot kills and escape as Mac. Pretty easy. He starts with the Magnum, the revolver, so bolt-action pistol. So I use that pistol, get those headshots, and then that's climbing up. And same thing in Horde. Where is it? Heroes. Who's the hero that needs it? I know Marcus needs 500 headshot kills in Horde as Marcus. That's another thing, guys. Just lock onto the head, hop in that Horde mode, hop in a custom by yourself. Do not do this with a group of people, guys, because I'm telling you, you're going to slow yourself down. Hop in by yourself and then aim for that head, guys. And if they drop to the ground, aim for the head while they're on the ground if you have that opportunity. It should put everything on beginner level and you should fly right through this. So hopefully that helps you with the basic sections. Let's go ahead and hop into the weapons section now. Now for the weapons section, now a lot of people don't like this page just because most people think they have to get this stuff done in multiplayer. That's what I thought at first. I'm gonna tell you right now, I did not do the Lancer GL1 at all. Like, I just did that today and I did it in less than 30 minutes. Kid you not. Talon, same thing. You can get the Talon done in like less than 45 minutes. And the Claw is kind of RNG, but you know, most of the time you can actually pick it up. So how are you going to get these things done? Horde mode. Horde mode is your best friend for the majority of these challenges, with the exception of the Breaker Mace and the Cryo Cannon and frag grenades, right? Well, actually, no, frag grenades are in there too. So let's go ahead over to Horde mode and let's take a look at these weapons. So you got the Lancer GL, the Talon, and the frag grenade, right? Go over to Horde mode here, custom game, same thing like I always do. Host the game. I always put damn, guys. Now, the main character you want to pick for the Lancer GL one is JD. JD starts with the Lancer GL. Every single kill you get with that Lancer GL is gonna count, right? And now make sure you don't melee people. So all you have to do is aim your gun down and mow them down. You have to shoot them down. You don't have to use the Lancer GL special artillery strike thing or whatever the hell it's called in this game, grenade launcher. You don't have to use that to kill. Instead, you can actually literally use it like a normal Lancer and you will get the kill. Now to combo that with JD, he also gets access to buy grenades in the Horde mode, right? So I'm gonna show you guys here. I'll start a match real quick and we're gonna cut over to it and I'm gonna go to the Forge. Alright, so we're in Horde mode here. We're in we're in the custom lobby. I'm right in front of the fabricator here. I'm just gonna pick it up and I'm just gonna drop it down. That is simply it. Now I put bots in here just in case I want to work my revive challenge, but if I'm not working my revive challenge, I'm going to completely get rid of the bots. Now you start with 1,000, so all you have to do is go here and go to weapons and then boom, pick up the frag grenades. Now the little cheat code here, guys, is use only one frag grenade, and then if you pick up the ammo, it'll actually refresh and give you an extra frag grenade. So then you can use that one, pick up the ammo and use that one and frag grenade and boom, 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 yada yada. Now for the Lancer GL, it's very simple. I'm gonna try to show you guys. Hopefully these bots don't take all the kills right now. I hate how the bots just follow me. That is it. That is one kill right there. It's as simple as that. Now if you take an enemy down just like that, like I said, try to get close to them and aim after that head. Now obviously I moved, so that's where problems come into play. But try to get close to them and then aim for that head. That's why you do not roll with bots, because they're insane, right? But yes, so now you get it. That's how you get Lancer GL kills. You don't have to go ahead and shoot the rocket or whatever. You don't have to do that. Right? I know some people think you do, but you don't. Now, once you do your challenge, or once you think, okay, I think I got enough Lancer GL kills, Beards, what do I do from here? Do I have to play the rest of the match? No, you do not. You can literally simply just do this, return to lobby, done. What's going to happen at the end here is it's going to tally all of your little rewards and things like that, how many kills you got, and you're going to get some XP from it, and go and skip that, and you're going to see that you're working on your challenges here. Look at this, guys. I'm working on my challenges here. Kill 5,000 enemies in Horde or escape. Look at that. We're almost there, right? So it's that simple. Now going into that too, let's go over to the metal section here and go over to weapons. Talon. For the Talon, I'm not going to hop into the game here. I'm just going to go over to the character for it. Boom. Kate is your best friend. Kate starts with the Talon. Now the reason why I say Kate, now a lot of people are going to be like, well, also who else? Email starts with the Talon too, Beard, so I'll just use him. No. Use Kate, guys. Use Kate. Because remember how I said the 2 birds and 1 stone thing? Alright, so we go over to the Talon weapon here, which I need 300 kills with, right? On top of that, what I can do, guys... Oh, what's that? Kate has to execute 150 enemies. So what you're going to do is if you take an enemy down with the Talon, or any weapon actually, and you take your Talon out and do an execute with the Talon, not only does it count as a Talon kill, it also counts as the execute for Kate. On top of that, you're working on the executions. See how that works out? So guys, for the Talon challenge, make sure you go to Horde mode and use Kate. You're going to be working on 3 challenges at the same time when you do that. So those are my tips for those 2 right there. Now for the claw body count, I did this one in escape. Usually in escape you can find a lot of the swarm drones using the claw, and even in Horde mode you can find some of the swarm drones using the claw. Usually it's by about wave 5, that's when they start using the claw. Pick it up. As soon as you pick it up, you can literally mow down the entire for another like 5 or less than that rounds, and you'll have that done in a heartbeat. Trust me on that. The claw, that's the easiest thing to get. We're gonna get into the crowd cannon in a second because that one's kind of annoying. For the breaker mace. For the breaker mace, the easiest way to do this one, honestly, the way I did it is arcade mode. If you go into arcade mode, and I believe if you pick, I want to say it's JD. I'm not too sure. If anybody knows, you can comment down below. But for arcade mode, you pick the character that can get the breaker mace and 6 kills. And then you get your 6 kills, or 6 assists, 6 eliminations, whatever you guys want to call them. And then you take out the breaker mace and you go to town. That's how pretty much I did it. I just got to get one more here. Now I know some people might say, oh, just do Horde mode, or just do escape, beat the warden, and then pick up the breaker mace and do it that way. That is completely fine too, guys. That works too. Go into go into escape, or go into Horde mode. I do not recommend Horde mode for this because you're not probably going to get the warden all the time like you want to. So go into escape, go find that warden, pick up his breaker mace, and go to town with it. But me, I found the consistency with the breaker mace in arcade mode. Now for the frag grenades, I already covered that one. Pick JD in Horde mode and just buy those frag grenades and just go to town with them. Try to bunch up as many enemies as possible and get them done. Now this one is the challenge that pisses people off. The cryo cannon. Now my volume's down a little bit here. Let me put this up a little bit. The cryo cannon. The cryo cannon is annoying. If you freeze somebody, right, you have to overfreeze them to kill them. Now sometimes there's, I don't know if it's a bug, sometimes even if you overfreeze them, it doesn't kill them. Now if you freeze the enemy and you kick them while they're frozen, they are going to break, but it does not count as a cryo cannon kill. What you have to do, guys, is have the cryo cannon in your hands, right? Melee the opponent down. Now obviously you could drop the cryo cannon down if you want, and melee the opponent down so that way they're in their crawling position. Once they're crawling, then you freeze them and they will instantly die. Now the best way to do this is through escape. Most of the time you will go against a Scion that uses the cryo cannon. As soon as you go against that Scion, pick it up and then go running like a madman, kick people down to the ground and then freeze them. Now for the juvies, if you freeze them, it's an instant kill, and I believe some other things too. So cryo cannon, guys, melee them first, then freeze them. Do not freeze them and then melee. I'm telling you, you're gonna come back to this video and be like, that doesn't work. Trust me. Kick them and then freeze them. Now some enemies, if you kick them, if you melee them, guys, some enemies will instantly die. So for those enemies, I do recommend you melee them, get them weak, make sure they're weak, and then freeze them, and you will get that kill. I have not worked on that one just yet because I wanted to do the others first, and then we are going to go ahead and get into that crowd cannon. I will be getting all these challenges done today. I know that for sure. Now let's go on to the next thing, enemies. Now I know this is a much longer video, and I'm sorry about that, guys. I just want to cover everything, get as much in depth as I possibly can to help everybody out, because I've been farming these and I think I'm at a pretty good pace, if I'm going to be honest with you guys. So let's go into the medals here for enemies. Juvie Hunter, kill 2,500 Juvies in Horde or Escape. I'm going to be honest with you guys, this one's really random and it's kind of tough. The reason why I say this one's tough is because it's really RNG. I've gone into Horde modes before where my first like 5 waves are literally Juvies and Amagos, and that is so nice because then you can rack up them kills, you can rack up them Juvie kills. I've gone into Escapes where I've gotten tons and tons of Juvies, so you can rack them up. There is nothing you can do about this, guys, if I'm going to be honest with you. You can't. In Gears 4, I know you can set up Horde enemies so you can say Juvies only, and hopefully they do that in the future. But right now, we are kind of stuck with what we got, and it's a real RNG thing. Hopefully, you guys get lucky out there and get as many Juvies as possible. Drones. Drones are the same thing, where it's one of those things where it can be an RNG too. Now this is Horde and Escape, so you cannot kill 2,000 drone players in PvP, guys. That's not how it works. No. So you go into a Horde mode and your first 5 waves might be freaking the DBs, which absolutely sucks. You might go into Escape. Now Escape does is not as much. I think Horde mode is really the way to go, and if anything, just refresh it, guys. The way it works is if I go into a Horde mode right now, say I were to start this match, and the first enemies I'm fighting are drones and let's see, drones and not DBs, drones and Juvies, right? Then I'm gonna stay in that one because I'm working it. But if I go into this Horde mode and the first wave of enemies I fight are DBs and the little Seekers, I'm going to start, return to lobby, restart the match. The reason why I'm going to do that is because I want to work on my drones and my Juvies, and I don't want to waste the first 5 waves of my time fighting DBs because that has nothing to do with this. Now, kill 100 Scions in Horde or Escape. I'm going to be real with you. The best way to do this one is Escape. Horde, yes, Horde can give you Scions too, and sometimes you get a consistent amount of Scions at the later levels of Horde. But in Escape, you're almost guaranteed, especially if you do that very first Escape mission, you're almost guaranteed to fight, like, I don't know, like 4 to 6, maybe more, 8 Scions, and it can be quite easy to farm them up and kill them, especially on that beginner difficulty, so you can easily get that done. Eliminate 30 bosses in Horde or Escape. Every 10 waves in the Horde mode is a boss. So if you are doing Horde mode, guys, you can literally just put it on wave 10 and just farm it like that and get that done. That's one way to do it. The next way to do it is just keep running through Escape and hopefully fight some bosses. That's not always consistent though, so do understand that. So the best way to do this, if I'm going to be honest with you, eliminate 30 bosses in Horde is simply to set your Horde mode up, put failbots on, put it on wave 10, and then start the match, right? You should be able to take down the wave 10 boss. You might struggle maybe just a little bit, but it's on beginner difficulty, so just try to truck through it. Hopefully the bots help you as much as possible. Now the beauty about doing this challenge here, right? Let's go over to it real quick. The beauty about doing this challenge here is when you put the wave on wave 10, and then you do go and try to fight that boss and you have your bots on fill, they're going to be going down a lot. And if they go down a lot, you know what that means? You get to revive them, which is absolutely amazing. So remember that 2 birds in 1 stone thing? Yeah, you definitely want to work on that. Now next would be kill 5,000 enemies in Horde or Escape. Now this is another challenge where I'm just going to say it just takes time, right? You just got to go on Horde, go on Escape, and just grind it out. Now you can either A, grind it out, or B, you got 3 months, guys, so you can freaking, you know, when you get your daily challenge, these 3 challenges, and it's Horde and Escape, just do them. Make sure you do them, so that way you are also working towards that kill 5,000 enemies, because that will get done with time. Hopefully that helps you on the enemy side. Now do remember, guys, if you have any questions on any of the below, so I can answer your comment and help you out as much as possible. Alright, so next one is going to be Escape. I'm going to be going through these pretty fast, Escape, Hive Busters, and Horde, because they're pretty straightforward. So Escape challenge hives 50 times, and Escape 50 pass hives. Now these are going to be a 2 birds and 1 stone thing, because what you want to do with this is both these are considered challenge hives. Now if you do the weekly Escape, that's going to give you a challenge hive, right? So that's going to give you that first medal, right? Escape a challenge hive. That's not going to give you Escape 50 past hives now. So what you're going to want to do is actually do the past hives, because if you complete one of these past hives, it also counts as a challenge hive, which means, boom, you can do 50 on this one, you'll get 50 on this one done too, right? So 2 birds and 1 stone. I wish I would have known about that a lot sooner. If I would have known, guess what, guys? I would have been doing this one instead of doing, what, 14 extra of these. No, I could have been at, what, 20 now. So that does kind of suck, but get your 2 birds and 1 stone done. Now get 3,000 kills in Escape. That's another one where it's just time, guys. And it's time and RNG. You know, if you get an Escape match with a bunch of jubies, then just go to town on them. And now if you have the extra time, if the gas is not caught up to you just yet, you know, go around the map, kill as many things as possible before you go ahead and leave. Survive 150 acts of Escape. Now an act in Escape is considered those safe points. So when you go into the green room and you get to that's a safe point, that's considered one act. Now some Escape modes, I believe, have multiple acts. I can't remember which one of these it was. I just did it too, that had like 4 or 5 acts, or was it 3 or 4 acts, right? I know it's not this one, because that's 1 act, but it may have been this one, right? So if you do this one, I believe you can get 4 acts done in one. It's 3 or 4 acts done in one. So definitely the way to go with that one. And then master all challenge hives in Operation 1 and master a past hive 5 times in Operation 1. Now mastering is a little bit difficult, guys, because it kind of goes into that play mode of, you know, rising up that difficulty. And if I'm gonna be honest with you, getting it done by yourself, guys, is not the way to go, right? It's a very difficult thing to do, and I highly do not recommend it, right? If you do want to do those challenges, guys, you're gonna have to do them with a group. So what that means is doing master difficulty. Now, like I said, guys, you're gonna have to get this done with a group. 2 other players with you are gonna have to do this, because to do it by yourself, is it possible? Hell yeah, anything is possible. But am I gonna try to get this shit done? Hell no. I'm not gonna stress myself out with that. Between the gas chasing me and these enemies being absolutely insane, I'm good. I'll just do other things, right? So those are 2 challenges that me personally, I'm probably gonna skip over, because I don't think I'm gonna need those 7 stars. Hopefully not, unless they say some kind of crazy reward. They haven't said anything about a crazy reward. Maybe they'll say, hey, you beat you get 100% on your medals, you'll get a crazy reward. Then I might go ahead and try to do these, but until then, I'm just kind of gonna skip over them. My recommendation for that, guys, is just simply get a team, get 2 of your friends, and get to work on it. Could you do it with randos? Yes, but yeah, I don't know. You're gonna have to get lucky with that one. All right, so let's go into Hive Busters here. Escape 15 hives each with Matt, Keegan, and Lonnie. Now, how do you keep track of this? I know some people are like, how do I keep track of that? Use Matt, Keegan, or Lonnie, and then keep using that same person. And then what happens is, when you track this, say I use Lonnie my next Escape match, and then this goes up by 1, that means Lonnie is done. So then I switch over to Mac, and so on and so forth. And you keep doing that, and then you'll get that done. So that's pretty simple, straightforward. Perform 75 executions in Escape as Lonnie. This is one thing where it's like you have to take that enemy down, run up to them, and execute them. So Escape's not too hard. Put it on beginner difficulty, and you'll get this done pretty soon. Gets 1,000 eliminations in Escape as Keegan. Just gotta play as Keegan and get as many kills as possible. I have not been working on my Keegan game just yet, and honestly, I've been making the mistake since the beginning of the game. I've been playing as Sarah Connor, which I hate myself for that. I wish I would have been playing as Mac. I was using Sarah Connor because she uses the Boltok pistol. Well, so does Mac. So if I would have been using Mac, I would have had that challenge done. I would have been working on these two. Get 3,000 eliminations in Escape as Mac, Keegan, or Lonnie. So this can be done with either 3 of these. So what you want to do, guys, is once you beat the 15 with each of them, and then you start working on their individual ones, right, that should get you pretty high up there for the kills. And then just choose one of them and just keep going right through it, whichever one's your favorite, and just keep going right through it until you get those 3,000 kills. Remember, Escape and Horde is RNG. You might get a bunch of juvies that make this easy, or you might get some crazy drones and all that other good stuff. Horde. Now, Horde. Complete 5 Horde matches. The way to do this, guys, and is the fastest way to do it. Let's back up. Go to Horde. Go to Custom. And find one that starts on level 50. That's all you have to do. Now, you can join a game that starts on level 50. Or you can do what I did, which is host game. Go to Horde. Go to keep fill with bots on. Starting wave. Put it on 50. Here we go. There you go. And then what you do is public lobby name and do something like that. Starting wave 50, metal grind. And then by the time you know it, you will get people to join. Now what that's going to do is if you beat the wave on 50, that automatically counts as 1 complete 5 Horde matches. So you do that 5 times and then boom, you're done. You've completed your 5 Horde matches. Survive 250 waves of Horde. That's another one that's time consuming, but if you are working on your challenges with the heroes and stuff, these hero challenges and the weapons challenges, like I told you to go into Horde and stuff like that, you'll actually get this done quite fast. Now, collect 1 million power in Horde. This is going to be something where I'm going to tell you guys, play solo. If you're going to do your challenges, if you're hunting your challenges, go into Horde mode solo, turn the bots off, and just as soon as you take an enemy down, run over them. Now, big recommendation here. Use Kate. If you are going after the power horde or collect 1 million power in Horde, use Kate. The reason why I'm saying to use Kate, if you guys didn't know, we go over to her real quick here. Let's look at Kate real quick, and boom. Look at this right here. 200% increased power pickup distance. So what that's going to mean, guys, is once you start getting those enemies where you're dealing with a bunch of enemies, you're dealing with a bunch of crap, right? She's going to get that reach advantage, so that way you don't have to deal with, oh man, I'm about to get killed right now trying to get those points. No, you won't have to worry about it too much because she has that reach advantage. So Kate's going to help out tremendously with that. And if you guys are doing this online with other players, they're going to try to snag Kate just so that way they can steal your power. So make sure you guys are trying to use Kate, and most likely just do it solo. Trust me, it's going to help you out for the 1 million power in Horde. Do 10 million damage in Horde. Very simple, something that can get done super fast. Like I said again, and I'll say it again and again and again. Solo and Horde, and you'll get this 10 million damage done pretty quickly because all you have to do is kill enemies. That's pretty much it, right? Get 5,000 kills in Horde. Another one time consuming, and another one based off of RNG. Depends on the enemies. You get a bunch of juvies, boom, that's a lot of kills, right? And then heroes. So another one that's kind of straightforward, but you know, I'm still gonna explain it here. Complete a Horde match as each Horde character. Now, so what that means, guys, is that challenge that I told you to do, the complete 5 Horde matches, so just host games and blah blah blah, do that, do the same exact thing, but use each Horde character. So switch up your Horde character every single time. Now, like I said, I don't know which Horde character I did it with, but I must have did it with that same character 5 times. So that's why I got that 1/6, which does suck. So I will be going back to complete that. Get 500 headshot kills in Horde as Marcus. Now, like I said, if you are playing as Marcus, you headshot the person, you take them down. Make sure that if you take them down, you go up to them, you aim at their head, and get that headshot so that way it counts. Execute 150 enemies in Horde as Kate. Take them down, execute them, that simple. Build 300 fortifications as Dell. Now, this one is actually extremely easy, and I will be getting this done today. Now, if you didn't know, what you do is, I'm already in a game here, so I'm actually gonna do it right now. Is you go to Horde mode. I'm gonna put fill with bots off, and I'm gonna put starting wave at 50. Right? Now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna go ahead and pick up Dell. Boom, there we go. And then we are just simply going to start it here, and I will see you guys in the match. Alright, so now you're probably wondering, but BEARDZ, why would you want to start on wave 50? And why would you want to be doing Horde mode by yourself on wave 50? Well, I'm going to show you exactly why. I'm going to grab the fabricator. Now, you can do this on any map. I chose this map. Honestly, I don't know why, but I just chose this map. And I'm going to put it down. Now, what's going to happen is, as you can see, I have 55,000 power already. So what I'm going to do is, once I place this down, which... find my placement here, place it down, I'm gonna go ahead and buy this, put it down. Now, like I said, guys, I'm very new to Horde, so just like that. Doesn't matter if I buy that thing, then I buy that thing. And look at that, I'm stuck right now. I know all you Horde junkies are probably looking at me like, oh, this guy sucks. Yeah, I do. Right, I don't play Horde, guys. I'm a re-up 2, not for my Horde mode experience. Now, it does count if it is red, guys, so.
Time's up, they're here. Barrier deployed. Incoming flashbang.
Now, if you die, you die. I'm gonna go until I'm freaking broke. And that is it. And then I'm going to die and show you guys. I was at 32. Right? Let's go ahead and let it load, let it finish up here. And then I'm going to return to lobby. So I was at 32 before I did the challenge, guys. Right? Get the results, get my XP, which is pretty much nothing. Alright, then I'm going to go to my tour. Go over to Horde. Heroes. And then boom, I'm at 49. Right? So it's that simple, guys. Just go into wave 50, Horde mode, pick Dell, solo, and just seriously just spam that. Now you can either die or just press start, go to return to lobby. I know for you Horde junkies, you're probably going to get... you're probably going to be able to build super fast like me. I couldn't really do it super fast because I don't really play Horde as much. But yeah, do that, return to lobby, do it again. Do that, return to lobby, do it again. And just keep doing that and cycling through. And by the time you know it, you'll have this 300 done. I am going to have that done today. Execute 150 enemies in Horde SK. I already went over that one. Get 1,000 assist as Jack. Now, for this one, try to go into Horde mode with other players. And just play as Jack and run around. Now, it does help if you have a mic, so that way you can talk to players and let them know, like, hey, can I be Jack, and things of that nature, because people on Horde are usually pretty friendly. The Horde community is really nice. Definitely different compared to the PvP community. Kill 500 enemies in Horde with the Lancer GL grenade as JD. Now, this goes hand in hand with the Lancer GL kills. Now, when you get your Lancer GL kills, you can use the grenade area for the Lancer GL. Now, what you want to do is play as JD in Horde mode and aim your Lancer GL at enemies, try to get them grouped up and shoot them with that. Now, what you can do is pick up the ammo crates so that way you can refill it and just consistently do that. I know this one's a little bit rough because it takes some time to get, but as long as you're making sure you're using that Lancer GL, grouping the enemies together, you'll actually get that done quite easily too. So that's heroes, and that pretty much takes care of the Horde area. Now let's head into versus. Versus and ranked. Alright, so these versus is probably the one I got done first. Real quickly here, which is COG victories, 125 versus matches as COG, 125 versus matches as Swarm. You want to get this done super duper fast, and you're absolutely garbage at PvP. Right, go to quick play, go to co-op versus AI, make sure it's on beginner difficulty. I guarantee you, you're going to win on either team every single time. It's going to be super easy, guys. Just do your matches, stay in it, and just do your matches. And while you're at it, go ahead and farm up some of your other challenges. All right, that's how you get that first one done. That's not what I did. I did normal matches, but if you're just trying to get your challenges, your medals done, boom, that's the way to do it, and that goes hand in hand with both of these. Win 10 matches in co-op versus AI. Hey, look at that. While you're working on these 3, you can also work on that one. So might as well get that done. 10 matches in co-op versus AI is super easy, guys. Just put it on beginner and truck right through it. Most of the players that do co-op versus AI play it on beginner, and they are savages. They run straight across the map, and they'll absolutely annihilate the bots. So with that being said, why don't you do the same thing? Just get them done. Get 2,500 eliminations in versus. Now, if you're not that good in versus, guys, go ahead and play arcade, or go ahead and play same thing, co-op versus AI, or just play the normal PvP modes. Just do any mode that you like, and you'll eventually get the 2,500 eliminations done. Assist as much as possible, guys. I am going to let you know on that. These are eliminations, not kills. So what that means, guys, is hitting somebody with your bullet or marking them and somebody else killing them will give you an elimination. So make sure you are assisting as much as possible. You can be the most garbage of garbage players, but guess what? If the best player in the game is getting 30 eliminations and you've been helping him out with all 30 eliminations, you're gonna have close to that number too. Trust me on that. So make sure you guys are assisting as much as possible. Kill 1,000 enemies. Now this one, it's a lower number, but that just means you have to clean up your kills. Not too hard. Do 1 million damage in versus matches. That will easily get done by doing all these other challenges, so don't even stress about that. And win 10 classic quick play matches. Classic quick play being that can be a little bit tough. You might have some people in there that are very good. So all you have to do for that, guys, is just keep playing, and eventually you'll get them. It's only 10 matches. Yeah, and I know it can end up being way more than that, but you'll get them done quite fast. So this area here, I gotta say 100% is the easiest area to get stuff done, in my personal opinion, of course. Now the ranked area, this is where it becomes a little bit fun, right? So win a versus match in every rank mode. What that means is King of the Hill, Team Deathmatch, and Guardian. They're not counting execution right now, but they are counting escalation. I have not done my escalation matches just yet because escalation is very, very competitive, and I honestly do not feel like sweating anytime soon. So I will get that done, but later on when I can go get my whole squad on. Win 15 arcade matches. The best thing to do for this, guys, is when you enter an arcade match, if it is full of people, see if the people start to leave. If they start to leave and get replaced by bots, is the easiest thing to get done. All you have to do is go after the bots, headshot them, and you'll get this done super duper fast. Win 10 King of the Hills. Like I said, this area is the hard area because this is the sweaty area, right? With the exception of arcade, I don't know why arcade is here. The arcade one should actually be in the versus area, but arcade you'll get done pretty fast, but win a versus match in every rank match, it might take you some time. Team Deathmatch, Guardian, Escalation, and King of the Hill. There's a lot of good players out there, guys, so it might be tough to get these done. So understand that these are very time-consuming things to get done. So if you get into these matches, like say if I get into King of the Hill and I get obliterated, and then I go into another King of the Hill and I get obliterated, I'm not going to keep going into King of the Hill. What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch it up and go over to Team Deathmatch and just switch it up and do different things. There are so many medals here, guys, to go after. There are so many challenges to complete here. I would say, guys, is work one step at a time. Pretty much like I'm doing now, which is I went through each page and I said, all right, what can I get done super fast right now? None of these? Okay, let's move on. What can I get done super fast right now? And for me, that's honestly, it's going to be a Talon Auto Pistol next. I'm actually about to do that right after this video ends, and then the Breaker Mace, and then I'm going to be working on these two here. That Battle Worn Nasher skin, that's actually for all the weapons, so it's not just for the Nasher, guys, if you guys did not know that. Now, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe for that, guys. I just went through a mouthful of absolute challenges. I hope that helps you guys on everything. I know you guys all want these rewards in the tour. I know everybody wants them. I know everybody wants the JD. The Team Metal Nasher, remember, these are skins for all your weapons, guys, so understand that. And I know we all want that Scarred JD, so hopefully, guys, that helps you out in getting that Scarred JD. And then we can see him running around the map, because I'm kind of sick of seeing some Halo characters and some Terminator characters running around the map. I'm really hyped to see the JD, the Scarred JD. I want to see a lot more of that. But anyways, guys, like I said, sorry for the longer video. I know it was a long one, but I wanted to help out as many people as possible because I know we got Horde players, we got Escape players, we have Versus players. So hopefully this video helps you get those challenges done. Now, as always, guys, hoodie up, get shit done, stay positive.